everybody. Welcome to the first ever edition of the Thrones Point of View. I'm your host, Ronald Burrell. Um, Today we're going to talk about three topics. I'll get into that in a little bit. Let me tell you a little bit about the show. The reason for the show is not to choose sides, not to be biased, but to show things from a broader point of view. A lot of people only look at things from one point of view, and I'm not one of those people. So I just kind of want to expose some different points that some people otherwise wouldn't consider about some topics most of the time. Um, okay. With that being said, our three topics for today are going to be the inspiration that the Marching 100 has, and the second topic is going to be Dr. White's position, and his removal or whatever you want to call it. The third topic is going to be hazing. Mmm, juicy. Okay, so stay with us and we'll be right back. Alright. Alright, our first topic up today is the inspiration that comes from the Marching 100. It's easy for me to talk about this topic because I'm talking about myself. Um, I am a music fanatic. I love music. I have a dear passion for music. My overall career goal is a career in music. Um, that happened because of the Marching 100. In 1996, if you're watching this video and you were a member of the band in 1996, I don't care what you did. If you were a member of the band in 1996, I double salute you. If people do that, I double salute you. Thank you. For 1996, whoever y'all are, wherever y'all are, thank y'all dearly. My father took me to he took the whole family to my first family football game in the fall of 1996. There is where, to say the least, I saw the band. Oh my gosh. I was like a deer in headlights. I had never seen or heard anything like that before or since, for that matter. When we left the game, we went to Winn-Dixie, and I was marching all through Winn-Dixie, stomping around, pancaking, popping 90s. Like, from then on, to tell you the truth, from 5th grade on, that's all it was. So much so that by the time I got to my senior year in high school, they had to create another course for me because I had taken all of the band classes. So if you go to East Gaston and you're taking band honors 4, you can thank me. That was me, all day. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to say that the Marching 100 is a big inspiration to a lot of people, including me. I was not a member of the Marching 100, unfortunately, but me seeing them and me being exposed to them definitely changed my entire life. Okay, so 100 big ups, 96 big ups. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next topic. Hey, okay, we're back. So the next topic is Dr. White. Dr. White. Next topic is Dr. White. Apparently, for whatever reason, if I'm correct, I didn't bother going and researching all those facts and stuff, and I ain't got time for that. Apparently, Dr. White, overall, whatever the end result would be him losing his position as band director, if not already lost that position. I don't know. So, on one hand, Dr. White is a director of students, yes, but he is not a director of children. With children, I know because I'm an assistant band director for a middle school. And with children, you are responsible for everything that they do. It does not matter whether you knew, whether you didn't know, whether they was around you, whether they were out. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters but you being responsible for something that went wrong with that child. Something that went wrong with that child while they were supposed to be with you. It's your fault. Dr. White, on the other hand, is not a director of children. He's a director of adults, people who make their own decisions, who make decisions in a sound mind and a conscious mind because they're adults and they can do whatever they want to do. Yes, when you're the president, you tell everybody else what to do, or when you're the director, you tell everybody else. You have authority over them, but with adults, you can only make them do so much. For one, they're grown. They're grown. How can you be held so heavily accountable for adults? You can't. Like, he lost his position because some adults disobeyed him. Because well, allegedly, because I'm not gonna say nobody was he. I'm not gonna say nobody hurt somebody from hazing because I don't know, and I ain't never seen that happen before. Um, but they were adults. You told them not to do it. When he found out they was doing it, he nipped it in the bud. With those 40 students or however many right before that. Um, so any other time we'll be running to a track record. Let's check a track record. Track record. Okay, check the man's track record. It don't go back far past last week that with stuff that you need. It just happened this year when he got rid of those kids. It was this year, so you don't have to go back far. So people, let's be for real. Okay, let's be for real. I really don't think that he should have lost his job. But on the other hand, when you're the head of something, you're held liable. That's just the cards that life deals us. Like, and you can say what you want, you can fight it how you want, but you are held responsible. If you are the chief, you are responsible for whatever your Indians do. It is what it is. You can't fight it. You can't argue it because you all know that it's true. It's true. Now, on one hand, I said he shouldn't be held accountable, but on the other hand, I know that he will be because that's just the way things are. It's just the way things are. When you're the head, you're responsible. When you're the head and they do something good, you're definitely responsible, right? Okay, so when you're the head and something bad happens, you're still responsible. Not to say that that's how Dr. White thinks, but I'm just saying in general. Um, I feel like you're held responsible. Okay. That's my two takes on that. Y'all can let me know what you think. I'm gonna move on. Okay. Ooh, woo, woo, woo. Hey. All right. Our last topic is going to be hazing. Dun dun dun. That's a sensitive topic. So let's all open our minds up and be mature about the topic. On one hand, I get it. I kind of understand it. Probably if you go to FAMU, half of the campus understands it because half of them have been through it, if not more than half. Unbelievable, yes. Everything, things you wouldn't even believe. Not things you wouldn't believe, but organizations you wouldn't believe. Everybody. From what I hear, like I said, from what I hear, move past that. So, because what happens, I think, in the mind of a pledger, as opposed to a pledgee, the pledger, the pledgist, whatever, the person who's doing the pledging someone else, in their mind, they're looking out for the organization. What happens is when you have an elite organization and they're opening doors for new people, you don't want anything less than what you can make elite. If they feel like they can't make you elite, or if they feel like you ain't got what it takes, then you got the dip. And that's not bad. That means either get it together or you ain't getting it at all. And that's good because you're looking out for the organization. You don't want to just let anybody in your organization. Everybody is not a quality member. Everybody does not have what it takes. Everybody is not an asset to your organization. And as the organization or the head of the organization or the chairman of whatever committee that oversees intake, they possess the right to refuse someone for whatever reason they feel so, for whatever reason they so choose to. It's their job. Did that for a reason. A lot of people don't like that. I feel like since I get straight A's, I should be able to pledge whatever organization I want to. Well, it don't work like that. What you have on paper is only half of what they're going to consider you on. That's only half of it. And truth be told, just because you make good grades and just because your resume is nice and you can type well, that does not make you a good member. That has almost nothing to do with being a good member. So that's like the first stages of pledging right there during the interview, and the alienation process is when the people who aren't strong enough, they get excommunicated early. Um, but like I said, I understand it because it's and supposedly in a lot of organizations, every type of hazing they do has some type of purpose. So I guess that's true. Also, 321. Also, what was I gonna say? Anyway, so let's go on the other side of it is, most times when you're pledging, you're already an adult, and you're not gonna let people talk to you any kind of way and do any old thing to you. Luckily, when most people are pledging, there's someone there to say, "Hey, okay, that's enough." I had it. There was someone there for me. Thankfully, because I'm sure in a lot of places, a lot of people think like, "Oh my God, if it's any worse than last time, they are going to kill us tonight." Okay. So with that being said, if you're in a situation where there's a set going on or a hazing situation, there's no point in me telling you not to do it because that's stupid. That's just a waste of energy. What I am going to say is don't be that person that's afraid to speak up and say, okay, that's enough. Don't be that person. Be that person to speak up. You may save someone's life. Speak up and say, okay, that's enough. Or if you're the person that someone is talking to and telling you, okay, that's enough, hear what they got to say at least. Call them what you want. Hear what they got to say at least. They may be trying to tell you somebody's rib is sticking out of their back, and you just started kicking them in the stomach. But had you listened, you would have known that. You would stop kicking them, and you could have probably saved somebody's life too, or stop killing them. But I don't really think anyone dies from being pledged. May die from that's irrelevant. But so I understand it, and I do know that there is a limit. There is a limit. There's a limit. Okay. Be that person to stand up and say, enough is enough. I wish the pledges could say that, but that might get you in more trouble. So don't say that, pledges. But yeah, understand what they're doing. If you're somebody that's about to go through something, understand what they're doing. And that's not to say that I condone it, but that's that point of view. And also, if you're the pledger, there's a limit to what you do to people. You can't just be beating people. That's stupid. That's so stupid. So that's both sides of that. Okay, I thank y'all for watching, and I just want to say peace out.